Okay, welcome back. So as I mentioned, once you get the brush that you need, okay, I'm going to share with you. Let's say for example, if you have something, let me just blow up. If you have something dark here, right? If you have a slightly lighter one, okay, it will give you that so-called pop-up effect when, let's say, an item is screwed on together, where there is a parting line. All right. Most of the time with parting line, I will use a lighter and a darker value to pop it out. Alright, let me just erase this. Let me just go back to what we were supposed to do. Okay, let me just reduce it. Okay, so right now, once you have all the lines there, right, and then you create a new layer for it, you can always click the second button. It will do up a line, and then within this line, you can always change to multiply. Okay, I'm going to show you what I did just now. So this was what I had for the first one. Let me just switch off the path. Okay, this is at multiply. I can always reduce the saturation bit. Okay, and then I will do another one, but now it's in white, soft light. So once I put a soft light, and then I start to shift it. Okay, always take note, it's supposed to go lower than it. Okay? Or I can put a screen for more pop. Yeah. Can you see the item start to come up to life? Okay. In order to do that, right, before you start, you need to start to go back to the shadow. Okay, let's do a quick masking because the stuff at the back here you don't really need to see, right? So let's go do a quick brush. Okay, we are not going to, we're going to show, going to share, we are going to show a little bit. Yep. Same over here. Same over here where the light meet. Okay. Those where need to be highlighted, so we just leave it slightly lighter. Okay. Those at the back, I can always remove so that it's not confusing. Alright, so now we bring in the white. So when we bring in the white, it's the same thing that we did just now. Those that I think can be hidden, I will not show every single portion, right? I will just show a bit, the glimpse. Okay, similar here, I don't really need to show every single part that I went through. Okay, and then you have it. Something that quite pop the item up. Okay, if you need something to show water, okay, something that shows water inside. This is slightly extra, but I'm just going to show you. Okay, let's just take something from inside here. You need to be slightly offset. Okay, you need to cover up. After that, make it into selection. Let's go to the layers, zooming out. Right. So for now, for the water, let's try having it multiply again, and then we can, let's say, take the brush tool. Let me change the brush tool first. Okay, brush tool. Make sure it's soft. Okay, maybe we take slightly really dark. Okay. Oops. Okay, from here we can always edit. Make it slightly lighter. Okay. Same thing again, let's select this guy up, go to our layers, brush mode. Mm, okay, so there you have it. Let's say for example you want something inside itself, you can always use an overlay inside to show the border. Alright, try this. The next one we need to render out will be the staplers. Okay, well, so once done, just group them up together and then let's call it bottle. Alright, so right now if we were to render this out, let's try the body in blue and the stapler metal bits in grayscale. Alright, what we need to do first is to start to path it out. Okay, because I do not have this path, let's just render it in a full block. Okay, let me just find the edges. Alright, so now we have a full block for the back stapler. So let's open a new layer, get out with our brush tool. Okay, let's call it stapler B for back 1. Right, let's go pick our multiply. Okay, just color first. Okay, so the top here is supposed to be in tone 0, right? So let's just take an eraser, make it big. Okay, okay, then so now let's go with coloring again. You don't have to be super dark, so you can control your brush. Okay, so let's say for example here you can control your brush where you want it, right? Somewhere about here I think it will be quite okay. So right now we call it stapler B2. Reason why we need to build up the so-called the darker value, right? Okay. So like the darker value, just clean it up. Okay. Okay. So once we have that, right? It can be quite fast. So what we can do next is to multiply once again. This time around, get a really a darker value. Okay. The reason why later on we can work it out. as a shadow, right? Can reduce this portion down. Okay, and then we can use a distortion portion blur, because right now it looks too, I would say, too harsh. We need to soften it a bit. Yep, about there. Okay, so right now, once we have this done, that done, alright, we need to start. Okay, let me just switch off this portion, take this up. That's why we need to start painting inside here itself, the portion that is hidden from the light area. Okay. It's a big eraser tool again, just not show it. Okay, looks quite about there. And we switch it on. Okay, looks about right. The next one, we can always start to remove the blue here. Okay, remove. Okay, so yeah, that's about just right. Next, we need to start bringing in the grayscales. Let me find the grayscale stuff. Okay. Brush mode, change to a slightly bring up. Oops, let me just see what's 100. Yes. Okay. So we need to get some grayscale stuff inside here. Let me just change again. Change to multiply. Yep. Then start painting it up. Okay. This one is called stapler B3. Okay, this portion here, okay, we can start to build the stuff. So let's say from here to here, we can always take the brush mode and then to brush it in, get a slightly darker one. Okay. So what you have here, we can actually delete to make it slightly lighter. Yeah. From there, what you can do, like what I mentioned, we can smudge it to fit. Alright, that looks just about right for that area. Okay. The next one we need to start building up is this portion over here. So let's just get a big brush again. Yep, about there. The next one we need to fill up is this portion. So let me try to get everything done within a video itself. Give me 1 second. Right. Just get it right up here. Okay, get my smudge tool again. Yep, about right. In the next video, we will cover the next stapler.